Alright, hello everybody, my name is IANISIN and welcome back to Dishonored 2. Now we left off where we rescued Anton Sokolov from Kirin Jindush, the grand inventor of the Clockwork Soldier, and I decided to spare him by erasing his memory or pretty much frying his brain, which means I made him go from smart to a moron. I'm just saying, he was very smart to begin with, but when I fried his brain, he knows nothing. Like, he's a complete doofus. And here we are, back on the Dreadful Whale, getting ready to explore another visit, strange visit, should I say, through the void, once more. So let's do it.
The void again, but it feels different.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned Emily into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
What's she playing at? Maybe how is the question.
She's trying to fill my mind full of questions. That's what she's doing.
I told you. When you're older, I'll test you.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's a court every day.
Dishonored, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
So I guess Delilah was a little jealous of her sister Jessamine. She was more special. And I should say more deserving.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters with cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't forget.
Would you like to tell me what you did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, who is here now?
It was her. Delilah's lie. She broke it.
Delilah was a bad sister. She tried to blame everything on Jessamine and get her in trouble. I guess so she'd be pulled away from court and they would have to find a replacement.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bed sheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and you'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
How much of this is true, and how much is Delilah's warped imagination? saw what they'd done to Anton Sokolov, I wanted to hurt everyone who'd helped Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos pull off their coup. Sokolov is the man who made whale oil into a weapon, who turned back the plague, and now he's barely able to speak. The hands that painted the most powerful men and women of our time shake too badly to hold a spoon. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
I'm with you, even in the void. If only I could do more.
Jessamine, Delilah's stronger now.
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
All this is her doing, and she'll die for it.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.
Anton's a key aspect to finding, you know, the next clue to the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah. A name. We need a name. I should say the next person controlling all of the Serkonian guards, or maybe overseers. Maybe like a captain or a lieutenant or something. The Royal Conservatory, huh? So we're going back. Well, actually, in this game, this is the first time. In Death of the Outsider, it's the second time. But it's pretty much in the Syria Gardens. And the Royal Conservatory, I have a feeling there's going to be overseers. This is probably going to be another long mission. The Royal Conservatory. Yeah, I got a lot of findings in the last mission. I was inside Kirin Jindosh's house. Mansion, should I say. And look, there's the head of the clockwork soldier. I actually found out a better way of taking care of it. The stun mine. Pretty much get 2 of those, and boom. It's, nothing but scrap metal. Or wood, should I say. That's probably the only time in the game we're probably gonna meet those things. I think. I'm guessing. Maybe till a little later on when we start to meet, you know, the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah herself. Okay.
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
Oh, he's a genius. I mean, you're a genius too, because you want to help the miners. I hope you have some more solution for me, because I have none. I need some Admire solution, because I got none. I have plenty of, health potions, but no solutions.
Good to see that you're still with us. Thank you for helping Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
I'm working on that. Believe me, the Duke has my full attention.
Karnaca's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
Maybe, Alexandria, but sometimes your friends dictate your fate.
Good point there. because when the Duke of Serkonos tricked her into injecting herself with her own serum, she pretty much turned herself into the Crown Killer. And she went from a nice doctor who wanted to help and cure into, well, a killer that pretty much killed anybody, making me look guilty. But that's ended now. I hear Anton. Let me just see if there's anything. Okay, incendiary, yeah. That's gonna become that's gonna become useful for bloodfly nests. That and some Orban rum, which that doesn't come, you know, in this little inventory. God, you hear that rat?
I would have found you.
They kept me going after they gave me to Jindosh.
Either way, you're back now.
Jindosh is a monster. But he's a moron now.
Ah, the Royal Protector has risen. A bad night? Maybe you've been sleeping on goose feathers too long.
Sit down when you want to talk.
You need a hand there? Sorry. I'm just getting a little too, I should say, offensive with their remarks. Shendari, okay. If I see any of the, Anton chapter, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I'm not even gonna bother reading them. The Pandician.
Jindosh won't be making his army of clockwork soldiers
Anymore. B. Ashworth. Huh. That sounds like a name we're looking for.
shuttered to the public. Wonder what's going on inside the Royal Conservatory. The Duke's incompetence, or something more suspicious? I remember workers breaking ground on the Royal Conservatory, but it wasn't complete until I was already living in Dunwall.
Ashworth. So that's part of the person's name. B. Ashworth. Well, that's his or her last name. Yeah, I did say that, but I just have a habit. So he started painting. And I'm assuming this is one of yours, even though it's been here for days.
Delilah Copperspoon, or is it Kaldwin?
I need some solution. I ain't got nothing. I have none. Unless there's another black market in the conservatory. Yeah, there's a black market there, because I pretty much remember the level, almost. It may not start exactly where I started the last time when I played as Billy Lurk. But it's probably gonna have, you know, some parts of the Royal Conservatory from Death of the Outsider. Wait, 4. Okay, that sounded new. Yeah, I got tired of hearing that thing. That autograph. I guess Anton must have heard his voice on that thing and decided to destroy it because the Crown Killer got a hold of her. Hypatia, should I say. Let me go upstairs and see if there's any, you know, notes or documents. Because there probably is. I don't think there's anything outside. I might not even bother looking outside. wake up as somebody else. Well, in about 15 years, you'll become a new, person with a new name. Actually, let me just see if there's anything outside. No. I'm not seeing nothing. Yeah, I don't think I'm even gonna bother. Oh, there's another ship out there. I wonder if I can get its attention. You know what? I'm just gonna try it. I got 3 bullets in the gun. I upgraded it in the black market. Put a little touches on there. I should say it's nothing too fancy, but hey, I should say it makes it easier to use.
Anton, you've had 3 days to rest. Tell me how to kill Delilah.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne and she has Emily. Anton, once we had you in a cage and you dared us to kill you, I need that man back.
Corvo, she's right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Serkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
The curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous. As obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
Brianna Ashworth. She definitely looks like somebody related to Delilah.
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Wake me when Karnaca starts to burn. What a painting that will make.
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
There'll be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah. Which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Alright. I don't know why I'm nervous. This is pretty much the exact same level, or almost the exact same level as Death of the Outsider. I'm just starting in a different location. Here we are, Syria Gardens. This is our first time, apparently. In Death of the Outsider, it's the second. So this is our first introduction. That windmill I'm hoping will be good source of information and use.
Brought back a little for a show to use as an ashtray, because it reminds me of good times. But what's the point of buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
I think this guy above me might have even more. Yep. They don't seem to care. They just leave their valuables, you know, out in the open for me to take. Palaces don't make kings. It's kind of a good point there. There's whale oil tanks. Hopefully I can maybe blow up another wall to get inside another black market. Orban rum. There's probably a blood fight infestation up ahead.
The reason
You start any shit around here, we're jumping in.
Okay then. Alright.
Another day like this.
He just fell over like a damn bowling pin. Oh god, there's a... Oh, that was just a moth. I thought it was a blood fly. I'm not gonna kill any of these guards. They're just doing their job patrolling. These howlers, they're thieves, killers, and don't give a damn about us-ers. See? They're just doing their job. These people are just doing their job. I killed some witches in the last level. If I see any of them, definitely killing them. I need to find a black market because look, I have no solution and I barely have enough for maybe one more blink. Saw a witch. I quickly moved.
Today's your lucky day, madam. It's the day you get to meet Pirate Betty in person. Time to pay the price if you want to live.
Never heard of her. Oh, wait, wasn't she a waitress down on the docks?
You must have heard the stories about Pirate Betty. About all the terrible things I've done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinkets or a bag of coins.
No, I've never heard one word about your exploits, but go on. What did you do to your marks? Give them a good tap on the
For
nose?
shit's sake, why do you have to ruin everything? I played my part when I was the victim. How are we supposed to attract any suckers if you won't play along?
You're the worst thug I've ever seen. Pirate Betty? My ass, you couldn't scare a seagull. Ugh.
Well damn, she just...
Moving, tragic death. You're a far better actress than I am.
Well, it sounds like she's dead. That's not acting, that's freaking...
Person can't breathe.
That's real. That's, life. Life and death. Okay, there's a black market in here, good. First thing I'm gonna do is get all the solution.
I'm sorry, please
Okay.
take a look around.
I think I might know where that goes.
Welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I'd check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
Now think about it.
See anything you like?
Some solution.
What a pleasant surprise to see you again.
But let me click on something I can definitely use. Blind enemies, no. I guess that's where they just, you know, sell them. But I already have some. Chain lightning, yep. Gear. Solutions, the first thing I'm going for.
I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
I can only carry 10, not like an infinite amount of
all those valuable
solution.
artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them.
A safe combination.
Truly a shame.
Okay, so that's located in a, I should say, in a building where a bloodfly nest infestation is. That's good.
Excellent choice.
Good and bad.
No need to wrap it for you.
At least I know where it is, but at the same time there's bloodflies.
Bloodflies are worse here than any district in Karnaca. And it used to be such a prosperous district too.
I might leave the pistol ammo because I'm going to be finding a lot of that. Okay, what upgrades?
This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
Can add another bullet to the chamber of my pistol. clockwork soldiers. Ricochets off Hoff surfaces, including enemy armor. Even faster reload, no. Sword crossing, probably never going to be using that. Functions an additional time. Okay, so when it zaps one, it zaps another one. Spring Razor Reach.
I'd love to know who made that mask. Very interesting. Farewell, and do take care out on the streets.
Ash Kirin Jindosh, if he's more up to the task of figuring it out, since he's a moron. Alright, finally, I got some solution. Yeah. Let's move you up here. Damn, this would be so cool to do. Open the door. She's my bitch now. Knock her unconscious. And look, she just killed one of her people. That's it. Die. See? She just killed her. Dang. I feel kind of bad, actually. You, I don't know why I even kept you alive. I think I might know where this goes. Yeah, I think it's over here. Huh. Look at that. I knew this was going to have to open a big door or gate. This is probably going to lead to the black market. Assist the shopkeeper. So I'm probably not going to knock him out. I'm not going to knock him out, you know, just yet, and probably until I finish assisting him. But let me see what's through here. Plenty of rats, that's good. Anything up above me? Okay, here's something. I can probably shoot that. Wait. What are these hand symbols? I remember seeing that. Yeah, see, look. The hand symbols. More hand symbols. Look at that. So I climb up that chain, pretty much down the sewer, and I make my way up. But you know what? I think I'm gonna wait until
Please, take your time.
I'm gonna, you know, wait and come back until I help assisting this man. So I need a rat to pretty much go inside here. There's the Overseer. Overseer Burn, I'm guessing. Ooh, a trip mine. And that's where it goes to. Probably an easier way of getting inside.
Damn, I thought I heard blood flies for a second.
Yeah, go to sleep. You too. Windmill operation, okay. The Wall of Light. So it does go to the Wall of Light. I had a feeling it went to this Wall of Light over here. But I'm afraid if I pull it, it's gonna, you know, alert them. So I'm probably just gonna not do that. I might go to the rewire tool and probably just turn it off. Or maybe I can just alert them. Alert one of them to come up here and maybe to try and turn it off. If they can try and turn it off before I get them. You know what, let me just do that. Screw it. Screw it. Better to observe than to not observe at all. Let's see who's going to be coming over. Okay, you. Or maybe not. But let me deal with this Overseer Burn first. And deal with that trip mine. I didn't forget about that. Silver Precious Urn. 150. Perfect. Could probably go back and get some more darts, maybe for later. Oracular Order, I've read that. I think it was in chapter 2. Note to the Overseer. Liam Byrne. So you're Liam Byrne. Oracular Order by Douglas Horwickle. I took care of the Blonde Sisters. That's pretty much who they work with. And this is the exact same map from... Yeah. I know y'all are probably tired of me, you know, mentioning these references to the game, but hey, I can't help it. Don't think I forgot. Even though I do most sometimes forget, but hey, you gotta give me some credit for, you know, continuing to look for them. And try and figure out, you know, what I missed. I'll play that autograph here in a second. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Solution, uh-huh. Guy had a pistol under his pillow. That's a big bathtub. Actually, you know what? Turn it on. Oh, I thought I could just let it overflow. That'd be a little bit of a secret. So, Byrne, I think, is against, you know, Brianna Ashworth. I think. I'm just guessing. I'm trying to make sense of all this, but I'm really bad at it.
Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I believed Ashworth had some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The Overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order.
Yep.
If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
To protect the Oracular Order, or the Abbey of everything. Okay, let's... I'm probably gonna have to go back to the black market and maybe get some more. You can't see me. Syria Gardens. Grand Guard Watchtower. Okay, there's a watchtower. I need to be mindful of that.
I'm certain.
Hell, I need to go back and get more. I'm just too scared to approach these guys, you know, up close and personal unless there's just one. Courtyard gate key. Look. 6. Okay, 6 of them. Squad orders, okay. I don't know why I didn't just pick that up. Why I was carrying that body. Okay. Let me just unlock that, and I want to go inside this house first. Yeah, is there another way? It's probably good if I go different directions. I should say, just like the last video, I got the jump on these howlers that were trying to ambush people like me that were just, you know, passing by. Just kill a lot of these rats. There's really no need to even have so many of them around here. Okay, where does this lead? Makes me a little nervous to even find out. Okay. I'm in the courtyard. There's a dumpster over here.
Air feels damp, heavy. Could be a storm coming.
Oh, it's a witch. Shit. Okay, possess into you. If I even can. Yes, I can. Alright. Let's go up here, little witch. Right now, you're my... Yeah. And I'm gonna kill you, too.
In my previous life, I died of boredom in a stinking office.
So you did... So these people are dead. Well, they're dead now, but... I should say they're like undead, you know... people. But now, they're just pure waste. And in you go. 2 less witches to worry about. Leave Karnaca. That's probably a good idea. That man down there who just got, yeah, attacked. That's what you should have did. I don't even know what I just picked up, but it was 150 coins. Yeah, let's go in there for real now. So, thanks, rats. That's probably why that was there. To get the jump on the witches. I'm gonna go all the way to the... Actually, no. Start from 1 floor and then end, you know, just say at the top. Whoa. Okay, there's somebody in here. Are you just a civilian? Yes, you are. I really don't want to... I really don't want to disturb her, but... Probably just going to make it a little quick here. I blame myself if I get sighted. I'm going to blame myself if I get sighted. Well, at least there's another way out. Okay, please. No need to fear. I'm a somewhat friend. I would normally knock out the humans, but... I think I'm just gonna let this one be.
Impertinence. No one says no to me. Not if they expect to be paid, that's for certain. Honestly.
Okay.
Why do I pay for a house?
Okay. You know what?
Why
Why don't you just flee and forget?
Oh, that's hot.
She was just minding her business. There was really no reason for me to, you know, get the jump on her. Unless she sights, you know, some enemies, like on the ground. That's when she'll be a problem. As an outsider shrine, that's probably what I'm going to go for next. Unless... Condemned due to infestation. Okay.
You look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced cretin can open his wrists for all I care. Did you bring me something? The super cigarette case, like we agreed?
No, listen, I won't steal anything else. I'm lucky to have room and board at one of the finest places in Karnaca. I can't lose this job.
Oh, really? You like being a servant? Polishing and dusting?
The place smells of lavender and antique furniture. Not like the dust district where the soot makes your teeth gray.
Is that any way to talk about the place where we got our start, Beatrix? You're too good for street dust now. We'll see about that.
You mother...
Brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this great city.
Ashworth is somewhere inside the Royal Conservatory.
I should have done something, but I didn't know she was going to do that.
Our rightful ruler, Delilah Kaldwin, first of her name. May she reign
There's the tower. I could probably shoot those sirens down. At least I hope I can. Whoa. Okay. This room looks kind of familiar, don't you think? It looks like the place where I found, I should say where that woman got killed. But in Death of the Outsider, you know, I should say she kind of respawned and back to life and had to, you know, find her missing husband. Yeah. And he was dead right here. It was Lonnie. I think his name Lonnie, Ronnie. I think Lonnie. Let me... Come here, rat. I'm an albino rat. Let's see where this leads. Probably just back outside. Okay, it's just on the ground.
Did anyone ever find out what happened to Burleton and Lieutenant Culvers?
They probably ran off, you ask me. Must have had a thing for each other.
No, she went missing a day before he did. And someone...
Okay, I don't really care about what's going on. Okay, 2 elites. The Outsider Shrine is right above me. So... let me, semblance or possession one of them. Get in a good spot. Yeah, let's get in a good spot. Unless... okay, hoping that guy back there wasn't following me. That's probably the most craziest thing that's probably ever gonna happen to you, lady. Oh! Got you. Bastard. Get in there and sleep with the dead. So that lady that just got killed. I saw the tripwire in the corner of my eye. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, I better look to the ground too. Because I'm like, I'm not going to fall for that. It almost got me there. Okay, whatever. Apparently I already read it. Pear soda. Sounds gross. Tripwire, okay. Almost just like that one part. Yep, in the game. Where there's a bit of an objective or a contract you can do, apparently to find some ancient relic or something, and it's got all these, you know, tripwires, and I should say it used to be a bloodfly infestation, but it got taken care of, and the contraption was locked away, and once I found it, the contract was complete. Like I said, watch part 4 of Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. You'll know what I'm talking about. I was say I can maybe re-trap these, but I guess I can't. Okay, let's go up here and get the Outsider's Shrine. 2 of the runes. Yeah. 2 of them right there. Also, traditional Sarkonian songs. The Crown Killer. Okay.
Look at you, leaving a trail of bloody boot prints across this dying city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Don't talk like that, outsider. Maybe he was talking about, you know, all the things that I've done throughout this level, like Overseer Byrne. I'm just, you know, just guessing here. Okay, what can I use it on? Agility. Increase your yeah, I think I'm gonna use that. That and risk higher falls. For this upgrade, you'll take less damage. Yes. Cat fall. So you got double jump. Definitely useful. That's why I got it. But let me possession inside one of them. Whoa. A nest keeper. Okay. There's one of these guys again. What the hell? Okay, I hear him. Get him! If he's coming this way. Possession into one of them, so I can, you know, get away. I heard a little bit of his voice. Where am I gonna go? Yeah, let's teleport here. There we go. Kill a good chunk of them. That's it. Burn, baby. Ah, dang it. Freaking blood flies, man. They keep getting in the way. Hopefully they can't hear that. Okay, that's just a rusty... That's just a rusty bloodfly nest. It's not any use anymore. The rusty ones. Nest keeper, you're dead. God, that buzzing makes me let's say cringe a little bit because it feels like an actual fly is buzzing in my ear. See, there's dried up bits of bloodfly nests. I think there's a bone charm in here as well. That or a rune. Either way, I'm gonna collect it. The pill for safe combination. Oh, this is where that safe, that combo comes into place. 270. Okay. There we go. Oh, shit, it's on the floor. Come on. What was it called? Lightweight. You take less damage from falling, health generation rate is halved. Okay, whatever. Whoa, look at all this. Look at all this silver. Yes, hell yeah. And close that up. Okay, now let's go up here. I got all the amber. At least I think I do. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yep, I saw... It just came to me. There she is. Ashworth. With an essential graph. Yeah, you probably would have been very mad at me if I would have missed that. I know. I've been mad at myself too. This is probably where a blood fly, oh no, not a blood fly, maybe a hidden nest is? Or maybe a hidden, blueprint? I probably already missed a blueprint as well. Zirconian Songs number 4. Okay, so I probably missed 1 or 2, where the heck those are. I should say this is probably where that nest keeper sleeps. Okay, let's position inside one of them. And move, yeah, him in here. This is where one of the black markets used to be, inside here. I should say maybe I can do this to all the guards outside. But that's gonna be using up a lot of solution. So maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Let me go up here and see if there's anything else. Maybe a hidden market. Black market, because this is where one of them used to be in Death of the Outsider. See? Blood flies. Apparently I went past a trap, but this guy already set it off. Oh! Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice freaking try. A lot of blood flies around here. Or a nest used to, you know, be made around here, I'm assuming. Okay. Spring razors. I should say if there's any more, reverberation. Where the heck that is. Opportunity. Old Roseboro prototype. So this is probably what the shopkeeper wants, aside from the assisting or finding his associate. Hot cocktail. Exploding bottles inflict damage over a wider area. Nah. So I got more missions to do now. So, find out what Osier Burns knows. Acquire the Roseboro prototype. See, assist the shopkeeper. There's a lot of rats in here. Maybe they're leading me to something. Like another... say another, vault. Because usually when I see a swarm of rats, I think of a vent, or maybe more swarm of rats or something. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Yep, I remember doing this. Shit! I didn't even see that helmet. I might as well just deal with them in case I come back and, yeah, they all still be there and I run into them, which is probably highly likely. There we go. There's another one down. Just gotta make sure the searchlight don't see them. Okay, I'm gonna rewire this. Just in case if I leave the conservatory and anybody decides to, you know, set it off for some weird reason. Blocked, okay, whatever. Whoa! Blood flies! Okay, that's where... these little suckers just came out of nowhere. Shit, they just killed him. That wasn't me. That was not my fault. That was not my fault that happened. Those little suckers just came out of nowhere. Look at that, a little secret entrance. Oh, okay, this is where they came from. Oh, okay, well. God, you hear them? That's where they came from, this freaking little... Yeah. Let me find something to burn that thing, yeah. Burn this guy. Oh, come on, seriously? You can burn. Prevent any more blood flies from... Yeah. Getting all over you. So I think this is how you disconnect the tower. At least I hope so. Oh, it made the wall of light stop. Oh, I don't like that. That looks like a trap. They want me to investigate it, and boom, a witch just gets the jump on me. Let me just see what's around some of these places. Okay. Yes, I made it. I'm afraid if I rewire the tool, I'm gonna end up, you know, killing everybody. But you know what? I don't want to do that.
Who opened this door?
Who turned off the watchtower? I don't know. Now see, if you play the other, you know, Dishonored, you spawn and start the game over there.
I'll have a look around.
Yes, got you. Just in time. Got you. Oh shit. Flee and forget. Come here. Quiet. Yep, sight the bodies. And I'm actually kind of glad she sighted them because I got rid of her. Yep. Alright. Yeah, I knew there was going to be a nest. Or I had a feeling. Okay, any nest keeper that should be aware of. Besides a note and an incendiary or maybe a sleep dart. Okay, I'm not seeing one. Or, yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing one. Please don't alert any of the guards outside. I beg of you. Oh, good! Okay, I got a sleep dart. Ugh, that noise. I hate it. Crap. Ooh, just in time. Let's just get away from them. God, they're getting angry. Okay. They're getting angry. Look at them. I'm so glad those guards out there don't get alerted. So glad they don't. Okay, that's it. That's it. Wait. I still hear one buzzing around here. A rotten fig. At least I got a sleep dart. I should say that was kind of, you know, worth it.
Welcome back.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
A shame. In that case, I have a proposition for you. Recover the Roseboro prototype for me, and I'll pay you the finder's fee and something extra.
I'll think about it.
Take a look at what I've got for sale while you think. What a pleasant surprise to see you again.
Ooh, look at, what the hell is this? 2 new upgrades. Okay, so these are considered blueprints. Okay. Causes witches to flee. Ancient Howl Bolt. Blinds enemies, causes wolfhounds. Okay.
Visit again soon. And keep a close watch on your coin.
You don't see anything. Neither do you hear anything.
Something feels wrong.
Look at this. I want to see if I can try and do this. I just want to try a little trick here. Alright, it worked. Thank God I didn't kill him either. So that damn Duke God won't, you know, constant shatter his mouth off in this stupid thing. Is it gonna explode? Please don't explode while I'm right here. Okay, whew! Good thing I backed up. So here we go. Get ready to go inside the Royal Conservatory. Should say the best way of getting inside. Without no surprises, but a bloodfly entrance of a way. And look, I already see somebody.
I need to find out how a sword through the heart wasn't enough to kill our new Empress, Delilah.
After trying to make grave hounds for weeks, she
It's
gave up.
witches.
You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snouts and teeth and tails.
That's just the way it is, dear Karnaca. Delilah wears the outsider's mark. And some she can do things down to life.
It doesn't seem fair.
Without working your fingers raw, weaving nets, or raising cows to slaughter. Any of the gifts we receive is better than living under the boot.
That's true and fine. A wise way to look at things. But it won't help Lucinda rise any higher in Delilah's favor.
Shit. That's it. Calm it down. Calm it down. You're all mine now. Where are you at? Okay. No. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. Mind your own business. Let's go over here and take a nap. That's it. Burn. Witch. Be quick. A burning witch. Always so cool to see. Silver egg. Wow. Kenneth Obenshaw. Okay. There's a lot of stuff to look at around here. That's why I'm, you know, should say tiptoeing or somewhat looking around a lot around here. Because a lot of the stuff, or a lot of the runes is probably going to be, yeah, I should say from here. I didn't decide to go in that one entrance because where that little flaming skull was, because I'm afraid it was a trap. Like, you're not gonna get me. I've seen this way too many times or heard about it way too much. Or been fooled by it way too much. I started to turn the tables on you witches. Oh shit! What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh my god. That's new. I don't think there's any, I should say nest keepers around here, because the witches would have found them by now.
There must not be any witches around here because, well, they would have, more likely to be alerted by this. See? There must not be any around here.
I'm just gonna get rid of them either way. I just feel like a bit of a completionist doing this. Come here. Let me just see if they were waiting for me out here. See, look. I bet there was. Or maybe not. Shit, I don't know. I'm just trying to play it safe here. And look. There's another one of whatever the hell those things are. Maybe I can try and burn them if I have an incendiary bolt. Feels like it seems a little safer when I have one of them. I could just burn it from a distance and just run away. God, there's just so many of these things. Blow up. Okay. Oh, I don't have any more. Great. Let me just use this, just for the hell of it. Like that's really gonna do anything. Nah. I don't think it did. No. They just moved on to the next nest. I'm just really cautious of where some of these witches could be. I'm gonna start from the top and then go down. See, doesn't that room right there looks familiar? Maybe some of the blonde sisters were, you know, performing their ritual mathematic magic around here. I need incendiary bolts so I can just burn them without having to worry about, you know. Okay, whoa, okay, calm down, calm down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me possess into one of them and hopefully I can maybe find some Orban rum. Look at that! Flying, levitating magic. Of whatever the hell this is. Spiritual fortune. Sometimes drinking a mana elixir restores all mana. Okay, yeah, let's get that one. And look, there's a nest keeper. So they definitely took care of him. Got no pistol ammo. Oh, look at them over there all bunched up. Damn it. I didn't... Oh, God! Destroy it! Destroy it! Destroy them. Alright, that's it. That's it, that's it, that's it. God, look at them all. The witches, I mean. They're everywhere. There's 3 right there. Look, they're just sitting around. They could be on top of dressers. You know, just sitting on ceilings. They could just catch me off guard without a shadow of a doubt. And that's the thing I don't like. A lot of passages. Look, they're sitting on chandeliers over there. Okay, just calm down. I think this is where the, you know, the bending time really comes in handy here. Because they could just teleport over here too, so I definitely need to be careful about that. Tivian ore. Damn, Jessamine. There's her picture. They really hate her, that's for sure.
If you knew about Delilah, you shouldn't have kept it from me.
It's through here. Hopefully they won't.
Jindosh. I'm told he's a gibbering idiot now. I don't know, Delilah. Forgive me.
There's
No, my dear,
Ashworth.
It's a loss. but I doubt he had anything more to give us.
There's a painting over there too.
Sokolov was taken away as well. Who would want that ancient fool? Never mind. How goes the communion? I am hungry to whisper into the ears of the oracular sisters.
My influence grows. Last night, I walked through a dream with one of them, and we drank from a fountain in the town where she was born.
Vice Overseer Burns' suspicions were right.
No. He continued to take her with the lenses, thicker, thinner, more opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop, but Jendash finished some time ago. The rest is up to me, learning to use the machine. A tricky thing, touching the void through such a device.
Blood and biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready.
Will you visit soon?
Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. The High Overseer won't be a problem anymore. And there's the matter of my own project. I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to Karnaca, we'll drink an ocean of good wine and stay tight as a boiled owl.
I look forward to it.
For now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again on the morrow. Farewell.
Goodbye, Delilah, my Empress.
Dang, that's Delilah. Her talking little golden statue. And she's got 2 ghost wolfhounds. Witch wolfhounds. And she's a witch herself. I knew it. Oh, God. This is going to be tough for sure. I'm getting really nervous doing this, guys. Who knows what these witches are going to do to me once they find me.
Hello?
Oh, shit. One of them probably... Oh, crap. I'm going to kill them. That's for damn sure. I'm probably going to be using a lot of solution doing this, that's for sure. Let's get you out of here. At least put you somewhere where nobody will find you. Oh my God! Ooh! Ooh, help me, God, help me. Of course, there's glass on the other side. Sons of bitches. Okay, just... I know what you're thinking, Ian. You don't have to do any of this. Well, I want to, okay? There's some out here. Yep. Possession's probably going to really come in handy here. Yeah, see? Or at least a good chunk. Please don't be a trap. Oh! Shh! I got it! I got it! I got it just in time. Woohoo! I got you. Just in time. Go over there. Okay, so you have to destroy the dog and the skull at the same time. Well, how was I supposed to know? Like I said, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Hello?
I did not know that that was gonna happen. Come on now. I'm getting so lucky here. Okay, there's another dog. This is hard, man. Very hard. Come on, I gotta break the glass. Seriously. Archive key. where the archive is. Nope, I already read that. Wait. Dang, you could easily miss that one. Ah, shit. Come on in here, boy. Look, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, son. Oh shit, she's dead. Or he's dead. There's two witches, okay. Let's just fly right past them. And look, you know, one of the witches got locked up in there. So, you know, it's kind of good to know about what happens before you get to Death of the Outsider.
Just to enjoy the silence.
Is this a riddle? We're talking about the Grand Guard, right? Not the lovely bloodflies.
Of course. The bloodflies adore us. We should find more of them.
God, these girls are crazy. Witches. I'm gonna burn both of them.
She's finished with the oracular systems. We can't risk raising suspicion now.
No way! This is a fine, my dears.
Yeah, and you're a fine death in the ground. Wolfhounds is dead. Okay, well, good. Everything around here is dead. Everything around here is going to die. Ah, I thought I could burn the damn wolfhound. See, that's what they did with the tortoise. I can get inside some of these areas I could, you know, not get in before. But since they cleaned up the area, you know, it was a lot more, I should say, secure and a lot more better. Okay, that was the this must be the archive room. Okay, that's a rat can go inside there.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
Another rune. I'm gonna go back and get that bone charm right after I get done listening to this.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, her coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isle, all of us who'd been with her at Bridgewater before, we felt the magic return. Others point, new faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
Reminder. Okay, well thanks. But I already have it. Okay, here's the bone shard. Restorative glimmer? I think? Yeah. Health regenerates? No. Because my health rarely ever goes down. It's like, if I ever see any of that, I'm not even going to bother, you know, picking it up. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I better... That's it. Destroy those two wolfhounds.
Something's up. Pretty sure of it.
Possession. Possession into one of them.
I didn't imagine that. What?
Quick! Yes! Alright. That's it, calm down. While you just chill the hell out. Ha 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 ha!
Sister, are you?
Yeah, she's dead.
You find freedom in the void.
Die!
I've got piece flesh all over my arms. That's what happens when you're scared.
Oh God. Look at this.
Use their own machinery. These music boxes, even when torn apart.
Dang, look at this overseer. He must have been like the leader or something.
Jindosh and Brianna know what they're doing. Their collaboration is unusual, but it pleases Delilah.
Jindosh don't. He's an idiot.
So it is then. Let's hope that cursed mechanism doesn't pull us all into the void.
Damn. They really did a number on these people. What did they do to deserve this? Tell me. What did any of them do to deserve any of that? Hey, get up. Get up and do your duty. Bye-bye. Okay, blueprint. That's good. At least I have one. Sokolov technology. So they're really taking advantage of some of his technology. That's for sure. I don't even know what some of this even does. I could put one of the whale oils in there to, you know, try and figure out what this thing does, but probably need to hide in the process. So... Oh, wait. Okay, she's dead. Yeah, let me just turn this on. Whatever the heck this contraption is. Will it kill me? I'm scared to even get near it. You know, I'm not even gonna even bother. I don't even want to know. Look at her. Oh shit, she's asleep. Dang, see what I mean? They could just end up being... They could just camouflage into being in a dead position. In a dead state, and yeah, just completely get the jump on me. Dang, that's... I like that. But at the same time, it makes it a lot more nerve-wracking. Come on. Yes! Alright. I think it's just her. So I think so, yeah. I want to see if I can shoot this. Break! Could just see what that did. Well, it collapsed it, but maybe that's good. I gotta go up that elevator every single time and, you know, just hoping to God that some of these sisters don't, you know, notice my presence. Okay, that's pretty disturbing. I thought I heard someone. I feel like I'm hearing somebody. Look what all this whale oil can do. Okay, I'm not even gonna
Jindosh was insane. How does this even work?
Lenses required. Okay, well, I don't even...
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
Okay, that's good. So I should say she'll just be a regular person instead of, you know, being, you know, overwhelmed. Instead of me being overwhelmed by all her powers. And probably from all these other witches as well. Yeah. Oh shit! There's two sisters right there. There are two sisters right there. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh my god, I didn't even see them two there. Okay. Look at them. Enjoying tea, looking out the window, acting like life's great. But before you know it, it's over. And I can't believe I'm just now mentioning this, but when I was reading the loading screen tips, the witches can walk amongst blood flies. And, you know, being unharmed. And some of these vines that you've been noticing, like, stationed in the corners. These live, like, tree vines. Well, they're called blood briars. And they're harmless, as long as you don't get too close and move silent. Okay, now this is probably going to be the toughest part, dealing with Brianna. And she's also considered a witch. So I'm pretty sure she's gonna have all these telekinesis powers just like me. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. There's a painting over there. I'm just trying to figure out how I can do this. That golden Delilah statue is looking right at me. It's like it can just sense my presence. And it had a live action, you know, voice chat inside of it.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you are.
See, she has like this two-voice talking, you know, accent inside her. That's how you can tell she's a witch. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna bend time. There's a window right beside her on the right. And when I bend time, hopefully she'll be affected by it. I'm gonna go around her, go up over the railing, get the painting, go upstairs, get the I should say the discarded lenses. Maybe look around a bit upstairs for some more bone charms. Jump down from the ceiling, and yeah, put the lenses into place. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna get the lenses. And the wolfhounds can't smell me since I have that that bone charm, or at least I think I do. Since they're undead, I don't think they can smell me. Okay, bend time. Please be affected by it. Okay, good. Good. Pit pocketer. Glad I can even do that. There better be something in these drawers, and make it quick. Shit. Okay, I got the painting.
Hello?
Discarded lenses. That's what I need to get, but let me look around up here. Black bone charm. Oh shit, she's looking around. Mind runner. Oh no. Don't tell me. Wait, I didn't get a look at that note. She has bone charms on her. I mean, which is good, But at the same time, it's bad because she also carries probably the same amount of powers that I do. She's, you know, she's not immune to bend time, which is good. More than likely she can teleport. I didn't see her dark vision, or at least I don't think I did. And if I possess inside her, she'll probably just throw me right out. The sleep dart, she's probably immune to. The bullet, she's probably immune to, like you just saw. The other protects her from the first bolt or a bullet coming from an assassin's weapon. So it probably deflects right off her and hits me, you know, right in the face. And if I use like any powers towards her, yep, she'll just throw me right out, or maybe just throw it right back at me. I hear a dog. Kieran Jindosh, yep, he lost his smarts. That's definitely a scoop. The genius. Gosh, she's going crazy down there. Either that or it's her two, dogs. Brianna Ashworth's notes. Pretty sure it's about those lenses, yep.
That set of lenses could be switched with the lenses in the device.
Yep, making her powerless. Should say she'll be easier to kill, but I don't think I'm gonna kill her. I'm probably gonna have a heart towards her compared to all the other witches. Even though it's her she's Delilah's favorite, apparently. Astounding, already read that. What is she making up here? Probably more bone charms. I'm not even gonna turn that on because it's gonna alert them, including the dogs. Look, there's a hand. Or an arm. This woman's crazy. She is insane for doing this. So yeah, she definitely needs to die. Sounds like there's a wolfhound right outside. Or maybe right below me. Okay, let me go out here first. Let me see what's out here first before I... Oh my god! Yeah, see, that's a bloodbriar. I can drop that, but I'm not really gonna do that because, well, Delilah and the wolfhounds are still around. I'm gonna do that once Delilah and her wolfhounds are dead. Or when the wolfhounds are dead and she's, you know, spared or something. But first, let me figure out what I'm going to use my runes on. Shadow Kill. Turns your unaware enemies to ash upon death. Yes. That'll be useful for sure. A lot of grapes. Oh no, I'm not falling for that again. Yep. Not falling for that. That's for damn sure. Okay, I think I have an idea. What I'm getting ready to do is... I know, my plan's going all over the place, but... I have a legit plan this time. What I'm going to do is... Okay, I'm going to bend time, or blink. And that statue, yep. That statue has live features to it, even though it can't move. I'm going to bend time. So freeze. Freeze her mind and freeze, you know, her sight. And freeze her abilities. Possess and decide one of the wolfhounds. Run away. And then kill it. And probably gonna do the exact same with the other one. I just need to get a good distance away from her. I'm inside this beast. Okay, get out. Okay, and kill the skull. My plan is going to somewhat according to plan.
Now to activate it and sever Ashworth's connection to the void.
Hell yeah.
All that's left to do is hit the switch, and Ashworth should be powerless.
3, 2, 1.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. That feeling. The things I could do. The touch of the void. Delilah. It was everything I had.
I could kill you and get the bone charms.
Leave me alone. You've ruined me.
I'm so tempted to kill you.
I'm no threat to you now. To anyone.
Okay, I'll leave you alone. I'll let you be. Even though I wouldn't normally do that, but for you, I think I will. That thing's probably still aware of me. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Is it? Okay, well I did that anyway. Just in case if it was still, you know, powerful. Still had her voice activated inside of it. Okay, whatever. Done straightening up. Okay, and there's the security room key. Okay, enough trash can. Actually, can I... Oh, I can talk to this thing. Delilah, I can probably talk to her myself.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Royal Protector. I see you there, back in the city that spawned you.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
This is only the start. You've pissed all over everything, but you'll pay for it.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, Corvo Atano.
Hold on to that hate, Delilah. Maybe it'll give you some comfort when I cut your heart out.
That don't mean I could still kill her, you know. Sucks I can't slice this thing into marble. Broken whalebone sword. Huh. Maybe I can actually piece that together and maybe use it myself. Now let's get some of these collectibles and read some of these, you know, autographs I haven't been able to since you know who was around.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine on a rooftop, I was free. Instead of seeing the overseers for marriage, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the Coven's glory days.
You see? The Bloodbriars aren't there no more. Since I took care of her, I should say all of the witches around her, they're probably no longer, you know, witches themselves. There's probably no longer going to be a witch in this game since I turned that thing on, I mean. Okay, I got all the charms, except for the ones, except for the 2, you know, on Ashworth. I'm not going to kill her. Full game I will. Silver sextant. 150. Really? You know, if this was like the book I was so looking forward to reading, and be worried about all the witches finding me once I get it, or once I notice or realize it's a Pandician continent, I'd be so mad. Alright. Whew. I had a feeling if I destroyed that elevator I probably couldn't get it, but I was lucky they gave me an alternate access point. Hardiness, I've definitely heard of that one. Maximum health is increased? Nah. Like I said, I don't normally take damage. You know what? Just gonna shoot it. Sometimes you gotta go lethal. Even if you feel like there's no other choice. And of course, he had the stupid key! Okay, what is that? That looks like an alarm. I'm afraid as soon as I pick it up... I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Or maybe I could have just used the stupid possessed inside of a rat and yeah. Okay, now deliver it. Oh look, I almost missed that. I almost missed that. I come back down here to, you know, inspect this archive, even if there was an archive. And look, her heart, I bathed in poison. Whoever that's referring to. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. We're finally back on the streets. Now time to go to the shopkeeper.
What?
Shut up and take your roast burrow.
I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
Alright.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Okay. Gear. Yep. All these bolts. Because I use quite a bit over at the conservatory. Yep, especially this. Especially that stuff. Alright. What about any upgrades?
Ah, you want blueprints for better weaponry.
Actually, no, hang on. Okay, let's just improve the accuracy and stabilization.
Certain you will be satisfied with your purchase.
And we're not done yet. Silver ingot and the configurable grooving.
Come in, my friend. Always a delight to see you.
Aim, lock up to 3 targets at once, firing a single splintered bolt. Only works with regular crossbow bolts. Okay. Fire bolts at a higher rate, semi-automatic firing. Let's just do that one. And we are not done yet. We are not done yet. Let's go up here.
Valuable artworks locked up in the conservatory where no one can see them. Truly a shame.
It's also a shame that I'm robbing from you, even though I helped you. I should say I can maybe knock him out. But I'm afraid that'll be, you know, that'll probably cost me the mission, but I already helped him out, so I should say I can maybe do it freely. Good thing he was looking that way.
So quiet since the conservatory was closed.
Okay, please don't... Please tell me you can't hear that. Shopkeeper's journal. Okay, whatever. Whoa. Okay. I don't think I need any of the stuff that's in there. Calm it down, buddy. I ain't here to hurt you. I already helped you. I'm not here to hurt you. I've already helped you out. No, get the razor sharp. Yeah. And sticky grenade. Okay. We are done. Now let's get out of here. Come on. I'm here, Megan.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Corvo, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
You live long enough, that happens.
Yeah. But what I did is worse than most. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit, which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now, but I felt like you should know. There are things I regret, Corvo.
Deception doesn't make for good allies, Foster.
Is that what you think, Royal Protector? You'll have to tell me all your secrets someday. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes, let's go. Take me back to the dreadful whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
God, that was a freaking mission. I did it lethally and stealthily. I got all the paintings, all the blueprints. Yeah, the bone charms were pretty much on. They were on Ashworth, but I chose not to kill her, so that's why I didn't get them.
3 years ago, Delilah was laying her plans. The Duke's people gathered at the home of a mine baron named Aramis Stilton to commit some horror in her name. I need to know how they made her immortal. But where was I 3 years ago? Letting Emily daydream through council meetings, teaching her fencing and back-alley fighting. I always expected an enemy we could put down with a sword. Soldiers, spies, assassins. Instead, we got something else. Beyond the pale. Beyond the natural world. Instead, we got hit by someone like me.
Okay. Let's see, there's the wooden sword. The dreadful, wooden whale sword that I got from one of the displays in the conservatory. But I will say that in for the next video to discuss the next steps for the Dust District. That's it. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you on the next video for where we, confer with our allies about the Dust District. Ian is out.